noticed while sanding that, oh, we have a punky corner here too. Oh. Hello there, Finn. I gotta get going on the intro. I'll check in with you in a minute. Oh, hello back to the shed and MV Zephyrus. This is the big push week. This is the last week. MV Zephyrus will be in the shed and we have lots to do. Let's jump straight in. Okay, now the relatively miserable task of taping this off. So I'm going to tape it about a 1/16 of an inch above the wood so that there will be the slightest little cove or bead or whatever you want to call it of sealant 295. It's funny, preparing to do sealant work like this is just a misery for me. I'm right-handed. I don't know why that means I have to go in this direction, but I do. I don't know why. Oof. Okay. Now this comes back off again. Okay. So here's a bit of a logic flaw. You all watched me oil this. It looks lovely. I kind of wanted it sealed on the back. But now I have relatively fresh oil where I want bedding to stick really well. So I'm actually going to put some fast drying professional oil-based Varathane on just the back of this, which will dry in a few hours, which will mean the sealant that I put on it will stick. That's my plan. And yes, of course, I always use gloves when working with acetone. Always have, always will. It's an absolute requirement. All right, I'm going to use this piece of masonite to sort of average out the material on my roller so that I get really uniform flow, because I do not want it to drip over the edge. Start with this. Very successful. Of course, it's not a disaster if it rolls over onto the other side, but the less the better. There we go. That will dry in a matter of hours. Okay. It's time. It's time. It's time. So, a bead at the top, a bead at the bottom. Not too thick, just big enough to do the job. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. My special hanger in place. Okay, I didn't get to it quick enough. I've been starting to try and clean off this material with acetone, and it's not a very successful system. So I'm just going to pull the tape and sand the 295 off here. I've done that as well in the past, and it's worked actually pretty well, seeing as this wood is still relatively raw. You see, this is a lovely joint. Okay. I'm going to mix up some epoxy and put some bungs in. Don't we all just love? Ah, come on. Yeah, that's so cool. Oh, it's getting late. All right. So I decided the safest way to clean this little bit of sealant off the bottom is to remask it, and that way I cannot cause an accident. And for extra security, wrapped a piece of sandpaper around a piece of wood and taped the leading edge of that. So I'm quite confident I'm only sanding at the bottom here. Working quite well. And to redo the oil. I wonder if oiling it at the first time made any sense, actually. I'm not quite sure why I did that. Anyway, it didn't cause any harm. Okay, time to tackle the wheelhouse sole. About the same technique. I'm going to remove the center opening panel, this aft panel, and that panel up there, which are all removable to get at various equipment underneath. Along the sides here, these panels are only removed for major maintenance, and some of them need some work. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, now I really don't mind saying I really don't like this particular part of this project, but it's got to be done, right? Okay.
I'm generally not very good at that sort of thing, mostly because I hate doing it, but that worked out pretty well. Okay, let's get this cleaned up and back on the boat. My God, it's hot. We're in the middle of another heat wave. So these panels are all going to go back down with some heavy duty weather stripping. It's actually a truck box thing. I don't know what this is for. I think you probably all know what this is. Okay. Definitely some unhappy plywood over here. We can fix that up. So the end of this panel is in pretty bad shape, so instead of just replacing this and then making a new panel here, because these panels are made up of 2 layers of 3/4 inch ply, I'm just going to take the top one off here and make it into one long solid panel. However, I expect these are bonded together, so I'm not sure this is going to be all that easy, but anyway, let's set this for half the thickness of this. I don't expect that's just going to fall off the bottom, because I expect it's glued. I'm actually pulling apart plies of the plywood, not the right spot. It's not the right ply. Okay. This has turned into an absolute mess, but I'm pretty well there. I have to admit it did involve a power planer for a little bit. Anyway, all right. Not shipwright work. That is, I don't know what it is. Starboard side. I just noticed while back he's sanding that, oh, we have a punky corner here too. hardly carpentry, but what am I going to do? Okay then, so what's missing from this transom? Well, what's missing is...
several coats of varnish.
Yeah, that's also true. However, Lady Zephyrus has just very finely sanded this last one so that she and I can install the new name.
Not new name.
I mean the new sticker.
New sticker.
For the old name. Exactly, and it's gonna go there somewhere, right?
Probably a little lower. But I don't know, we have to do some fine measuring.
I know, we gotta do some fine measuring, and you've all probably formed an opinion already, but just hang on. In a few minutes, it'll be exactly where it's gonna go. Okay, I'm Mr. Hinge.
No, you're not yet.
I will soon be Mr. Hinge.
Now you're Mr. Hinge.
They call me Mr. Hinge. Stressful or what? Stressful for you too, Finn?
And then we gotta pull it.
Okay.
Other side.
That's what I figured.
Ta-da!
The reveal. Zephyrus, Victoria. What do you think?
It's pretty good.
It looks great. You know what you should do now? Hand embellish the edge in gold.
I'll just get right on that.
Well, hello there and welcome to the Travels with Geordie Beer of the Week, coming to you this week from the foredeck of MV Geordie, sticking out of the boat shed here in Genoa Bay, British Columbia. Let's get straight to the beer, shall we?
Yeah. Today we have a Tofino Company Blonde Ale.
From Tofino, British Columbia, out on the coast. All right, now I just dropped this, so hold this maybe.
No problem.
No problem, all right. To be fair, I'm not entirely sure what you just watched. There's just so much going on, and as I mentioned last time, I'm trying to make actual episodes out of the various things we're doing. So I have a feeling we just put the sole down and the steps down in Zephyrus. Maybe got started on the... Yeah, whatever. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hi, Charlie. Cheers. Tofino Blonde. It doesn't taste like an ale. It's good.
No, it's malty.
Malty, exactly. Tastes a little richer than an ale
it's
normally
nice,
would be.
I like that. You probably don't.
It's good. No, I don't like it a lot,
No.
but it's good. It's fine. It's lovely. Actually, this time of day, it's just lovely. We just waited for the sun to go down over that hill because it's intolerably hot out here otherwise. Okay, so first off, we have to award a Travels Geordie t-shirt to...
Robert Ruff.
No, that would be up
Ooh,
here.
I'm so sorry.
Poor old Robert doesn't get a t-shirt. Well, actually,
sorry.
Yeah,
Maybe
there
he
you go.
should.
Maybe he
I'm
should.
so sorry.
Okay.
Kiwi Call 7383.
You are the winner of last week's Travels with Geordie Beer of the Week. Cheers. Mm-hmm. However, Robert Ruff was very, very kind to send along a little money via PayPal when he heard that the alternator was in trouble. And thank you so much. And the alternator is now fixed. And you were part of that. I really appreciate it. And because of your support and because we just said you got one, send us along an email. Well, both you and Kiwi Call send us an email at swag@travelswithgeordie.com, and we'll make sure you get your shirts. Congratulations to both of you. Cheers. 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 And all these folks need now is the word of the week.
Do we decide what it was? Oh, soul.
I made it soul.
Right.
Soul, because you can do so much with soul.
Yeah.
I mean, we may have used it before, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right, soul. Soul to you. You know what to do with the cheers. See you next week. See ya.